I mean, I'm mildly ready. I kind of need to go and get some food because I've only been home for a bit. Came home from work and
You
I'll be
work at a
fine.
McDonald's. Eat the chicken nuggets. You'll be fine.
No,
What?
I can't. I can't. They've actually put up fucking posters and everything about how they
Yeah.
call police on people just taking like a chocolate milk, and I only get like $4 on my break to get some
Yeah,
food
that's
with.
stupid.
So I'm not exactly liquid at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I don't like McDonald's. I'm glad you're employed, but also that sounds horrible. But now everyone knows Ross's struggles because that's on the recording. And it's time for more of that Age of Ashes. It's our
Oh,
big patron. Do you want me to cut it, Ross? I'll cut it if you want me to.
it'll be fine,
All
I
right,
guess.
dope. Thank you to all my patrons for support. We are probably rounding out book 1 of AOA today. Gonna dive right in with those in-character reflections, the introduction of friends. We're gonna roll a d5 because you can only see me, and the way my computer has been running, once I open up initiative, my webcam will poop its pants, so you might not even see me for long, but this is me. My name is Tommy. We'll roll a d5 and we'll go, as you see, the front row and then the back row. For in-characters and who you are and what you are and who you're playing, and first it's the man who can't have no nuggets. Oh, Charles.
Oh no, not me. Well, this is the last session I'm going to be relevant, so that's my inflection, I guess. I know.
I'm not relevant anymore. I got $10 says the sirens that you guys might be able to hear going off right now are just to run a red light. I know, Achilles. Okay, never mind. Maybe someone actually is in danger.
Eh, we had to call the cops on somebody yesterday. Sirens are kind of used to things going on around here.
Fair enough. Hope everything's okay.
Oh yeah, second day of work. Somebody pulled a knife on like someone in the store or some homeless guy. It was really weird. It was a very weird situation. I was not prepared for it. I just stood there kind of frozen because I was like, what the and it was only my second day.
Yeah.
That was a great second day. But on the serious note, back to what I am doing. Well, we're on the trail. We've found some new allies. It seems as though there is most certainly an elf game here. Although, as to where the elf gate is going, I am not entirely certain. Perhaps the Mogwai expanse that would explain the lizard man. I know those used to exist back even in my time before we disappeared from time and returned. It's interesting to see that out of everything that's changed, they've still remained the same. But that's fitting, I guess. As far as it goes, nothing of major concern has come up in combat. I've been relatively lucky and not actually been targeted or attacked much. So I shall continue to keep moving forward and trying to figure out what else going on.
Works for me. I feel like when someone says, "Hey, you're not targeting me in combat enough," that they want me to just kill them. But all right, fair
I
enough.
don't want you to kill me, but it is very weird because it's like everybody keeps going like, oh yeah, last session was almost a TP kill, and I'm just kind of like, was I even hit last session? I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm big or anything. I'm just like, huh. I just haven't ended up in those sort of situations, I guess.
I'll try to spread the pain evenly, but take that hero point. And next
Yeah.
up, it's the man, the myth, the cat, the healbot.
What does the fox say? Anything she wants. Having dealt with a great number of undead, she once again made the mistake of rushing up and being within melee range of an undead so she could better take it down. It's not like she's armored or anything. She really needs to stop doing that. And while destroying the sapient undead brought her no pleasure, it was obvious that even in life that person was not very good. So at least hopefully she can find peace in the afterlife.
Good enough for me. And
As
next,
you can imagine,
no, go ahead. We're all with you doing a big imagine.
as you can imagine, I'm playing a healer cleric of Saren Ray, and I'm also playing a secondary class that gives me access to the divine list, which I am using for more heals.
Perhaps a angelic sorcerer.
Yes, though I might go Oracle when the playtest comes out. Who knows?
Soon! Oh, Ross, what are you playing? What is this crazy gestaltness?
Wizard Ranger.
Got it. Dope. And now we take it to the biggest damn hero. The man of the hour, the man who keeps me on my toes as his token moves as I'm extrapolating somewhere else, and I look down and, oh, Bollux has got the encounter going. Okay. I know, Achilles.
I be the goblin that flaps in the night. I be the moth who seeks the torchlight. I be the butter that burns in your pan. But folks who know me call me Broomsbane. Achilles likes it.
He does.
Okay. I am a Black Dragon Sorcerer, Barbarian, Bellflower Network Initiate, and that pretty much describes me. I try to free slaves. I try to cause as much chaos as I can. And burn things occasionally with acid.
Burn things occasionally. And
Goblin, if you haven't figured that out.
speaking of Goblin, I'll let Goblin Song be a good enough in-character reflection as we go over to the more stable and sensible and stabby of our Goblin compatriots.
That is high praise, I think. I'm Om Sweetleaf. I'm a unbreakable goblin, which means have more hit points than most, and I will be playing a rogue alchemist. So it's not quite the investigator, but it's close enough. And yes, this has been a fun little foray. Things are getting very interesting very quick. I think we're making good progress as a party. And honestly, I think we are following this source of inquiry properly, because we're figuring out, at least some of this. The biggest question here is how our new Iruxi and whatever she is friend are going to work with. So at least I don't feel I need to kill them instantly. That being said, it's always good to have a plan to kill people.
Gee, thanks. All right, take it home, Annie. Let it go.
I don't understand why everyone always makes Frozen references, whatever that happens to be. Just because my name is Winter. Also, it is very strange, but recently my familiar, which normally only cussed at me and drank all of my vodka, has started speaking to me in proper Russian that is not just curse words, drug me out into the woods, started treating me like a child like it did when I was young, and forced me to learn how to do nature things. Very strange, but if Baba wants me to go play in the woods, I guess I will go play in the woods. But it's quite disturbing to have a familiar that's, whilst when I was young acted as a caretaker, but for the longest time was just cussing and drinking my alcohol, suddenly become the person I remembered as a child again. That's very strange. Also, becoming a very large cat is most pleasing and very entertaining. So,
It should be
there's that.
Marushka. Yes, I'm Bunny.
Well, even in my own brain, Dimitri is here. So I will let him finish. Dimitri?
Yes. Baba placed me in this bunny thingy. Party said that we should not be afraid of folktales like Baba. Only idiots would be afraid of old folktales. I am now idiot. So may call me Dmitri. And Malushka, little girl, she is finally learning to do things more Baba's way. And I think I will go drink something. Do svidania.
Well, whilst Dimitri demolishes all of the remaining vodka.
Tito's. Potatoes.
I must grow more. I'm sorry. He will literally drink all of the vodka. But, well, yes, there's that. That being said, I am currently a druid, wild and leaf orders. Dimitri doesn't know it, but he's actually Leshy. Though I don't know how that worked, considering he's a doll. And a sorcerer currently under the hag bloodline, but let's not dwell on that because that's likely going to be the witch class when the playtest comes out.
Soon. All right, fair enough. Hero points all around, and in we go. I know Achilles. He's sitting on my lap being such a nice boy. The Barghest drops the Iruxi, who you have just met, turns towards Bolix and walks towards him and just, "Friend, that was very brave of you, but you could have been killed. We would have been happy to tell you there was a Barghest in there if you had just waited."
My apologies. I was a little hasty, but I saw a goblin, and after he insulted me, I couldn't let a slight go unchallenged.
Don't worry. We're used to this sort of behavior.
Rona stands up and nods. About 30 seconds pass, and the cobra head that he was sporting in battle goes back to being just regular Iruxi.
So where is this horde here that he was talking about? I sniff around.
Bronas points this way.
Ah. Ooh, there?
Anything in there we should know about? Never mind.
Well, it's mostly dingy and moist. It's more of a cellar than a cave with a bunch of lumpy mounds covered in oilcloth tarps and things. As Bolix goes in and looks around, he definitely finds a lot of bones of things that the Barghest had been eating, mostly goblinoid. But also you find a +1 breastplate, a +1 chain shirt, a fan feather token, a fear gem, a pair of healer's gloves, and a wand of web. I almost read that as a wand of wish because it starts with a W. We almost had a very different game, but we didn't.
Well, it wouldn't have been much of a sticky situation, would it?
No, not at all.
Being a wand of wish instead of web. Okay.
But the chain shirt is 14 strength.
I believe so. I'm gonna pop open my cat is
totally.
presently tearing the crap out of my chair. Alright, armor descriptions. Chain short. 12 actually. It's got the flexible and noisy trait, and I believe the noisy trait as of the errata is no longer bought off by a high strength.
Oh, the chain shirt is light. The breastplate is a 16 now.
Well,
So that's
we can Unless you plan on swapping right now, we can put them in storage.
Well, I'm not wearing armor right now, and I can now. And I could wear a breastplate, just because I don't have the strength for it yet, but that's just reduces my speed, and I have an armor check penalty. But it would increase my...
What are you talking about?
I'm speaking out of character, sir.
What's this out of character?
Okay,
so you've broken the fourth wall again.
I will take this breastplate. I could have used it in the fight. It provided much more protection. And okay, so I'm taking the breastplate. I'm putting it on my character.
Okay, sounds good.
Sorry.
You're funny.
I couldn't help myself.
Okay. I forget your name, Iruxi. What?
I don't think we were ever introduced. What with you brought me back from the dead, and then our smaller friend, and pantomimes the fight that just happened. My name is Ronas. Some have called me the Indomitable. These days I feel mostly the ego bruised.
And that's why you probably should not pick fights you don't know you'll win.
I wasn't expecting to run into a necromancer. Renali and I were fleeing the Cinder Claws, and it got worse when we got to the top of the cave.
Cinder Claws?
Never heard of them?
Yeah, they bring presents.
No. Buddy, where were you originally?
Let's just say I'm not from here.
Okay, so you are aware that you're not, and I presume the Mokwai expanse?
Wangi. And yes,
Wangi,
I'm very far from... I'm from Osirion originally.
Oh.
Cinder Claws would be a society check.
Yeah, society or religion. Either's fine. No idea. They're definitely not the things you fought in the keep. Absolutely not.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let this cat out.
Can someone make a religion check for me, please?
Got you. Gonna hit that religion button. Shabwam! And the RNG has been kind. I'm gonna let this cat out before he kills everyone. Go, you 8-pound death machine. Okay.
8-pound what machine?
Death machine? What'd you think I said? I don't want to know what you thought I said. It's probably bad. But in any case, gonna go grab... I gotta go farther up the AP. I believe Qtech spent some time in a place that I don't remember what is called, in Nex, if I remember correctly. So she would have a little more insight into these kinds of things.
It was actually more just my father's stories.
Nah, also
grandfather, sorry.
So it dawns on you, all of the Charka and the Boggards that you fought back in Citadel Altarin, they were wearing... The symbol is it's a smoldering dragon's claw on their armor, sometimes on amulets and things. It's a really unusual unholy symbol, but it is associated with the cult of Dahak, the god of evil dragons, which we can extrapolate more about now if you would like. Basically Tiamat, except not as cool. The symbol that they're wearing is a little more associated with maybe not necessarily Dahak's focus on like dragon kind so much as his symbol as an agent of pure unadulterated destruction. They're based I want to say they're based in Garund, not necessarily in the Mwangi Expanse, but they do have a presence there. And basically, as Qtalk is pinging this all in Qtalk's head, Ronas is... They worship...
They had presents. I told you.
side glare. They come from back home. Worship the Destroyer. Rona spits on the ground. Their aim is nothing more than to see the world burn. When Usaro fell and the Gorilla King was slain, the Charaka were lost and many... Well, they found new masters to serve. Renali and I knew they were poking around at an old temple of Ketifis. We didn't expect to find an Ayudara there. We fought them. We followed them here. Fortunately, they're... Ronas taps his foot on the ground. They're below us a little ways. We can climb. They cannot. I imagine those few that were unable to take the stairs before the Growlodon... Well, before that damn thing broke the stairs to the Citadel. I imagine they're still down there waiting for us.
So there are more things down there.
He nods.
Okay. Are we going to go clear them out now, or should we continue on after the Necromancer and deal with them when we come back? Or do you think she went through there?
She didn't go through there. The Cinderclaws have barely even friends among their own. I wouldn't be surprised if the Charaka had resorted to cannibalism. They're probably just waiting for someone to open the gate. I don't know what's going on the other side, but certainly the Cinderclaws are, like as not, trying to figure out how to get here. It may be a matter of time.
Okay. So, this Necromancer, could you describe her? Or him?
Half-elf, blonde hair, hordes of undead, aura of evil. You know.
Alright, so I'm assuming this is the same Necromancer that we were investigating ourselves.
I suppose it's possible. I served a brief time with the Knights of Lastwall, and I know this part of the world is worse for wear, shall we say?
Can be. A bit. So looking over to your thoughts?
Now is our best chance to deal with the Necromancer here. We should deal with... I think we should deal with her first, and then we can alert the town about what needs to be done with regards to the threat of the gate. I don't like this situation.
Ronas nods. Damned if we do, damned if we don't. In any case, Renali will need to rest and get her spells back. I'm prepared to go now. I imagine she'd want to get home as fast as possible. But
Well,
you saved my life. By the Empress. I am indebted to you. He bows.
a slight smile. I'll keep that in mind. Yes.
I'm not even going to ask. Never mind.
The only...
Looking to the Uruxi. I take it the snake is your familiar?
Tuya!
Or animal companion, rather.
Tuya is an old friend. He turns and says something in parcel tongue to the snake, and the snake looks up and boops the snoot, and they boop snoots, and it's probably really adorable.
Well, reaching down and picking up Dimitri by the backpack. This is Dimitri.
And that's Leo. Ah, yes.
If you have any clear-colored alcoholic beverages, do try to keep them to yourself, because he will drink all of them. Also, any tobacco.
You get a very cold, blue-eyed stare. Warning them is not very sporting.
No, but I know you're going to have it anyway. It's sporting in a way. It's making it more challenging for you.
Yeah. Are you sure you're not Commissar?
It's not as if I don't spend 10% of our income on alcohol for you to begin with.
The bunny crosses its arms, moves to the backpack, and sits inside it.
I think you hurt its feelings. Is that a leshy?
Kind of. My baba, she gave me Dimitri as a, I would say familiar, but it's more of a nanny when I was young. He raised me, and for the longest time, all he did was cuss and drink. I don't think he was actually in there. So it moves and acts, and then every once in a while its eye color changes, and then it moves and acts differently. So whether or not it is a leshy, I do not know. Whether or not it is a doll, I do not know. I just know it is very bad-mouthed, poor-tempered sometimes, and drinks all the alcohol. All of it.
Quite the problem. In any case...
No, not a problem. Not a problem. It is the closest family I have.
Nods. In any case, Renali and I have been down here for a while. We've occasional skirmishes, otherwise we would sit in the webs, rest, hope for reinforcements from the expanse. I imagine our necromancer friend is long gone by now. We certainly can try to track her if you'd like. And Leo would like to. I am experienced enough. I'm sure I can find her. If she is to be found.
Well, that is good. And also having a druid that has been a druid longer than me around, also nice.
He nods. You are new?
Before I was an alchemist, but Dimitri says Baba does not approve of that particular vocation. Plus, she reaches up and grabs a lock of her hair that's turned pure white. I was bleaching, so I needed to change.
Ronas gets his eyes get real big at that. And you're fine now, yes?
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
I hope so. But yes, I have been... The Empress, she is tied to a river, you see. My people, we have charted the stars, we have swam in the rivers, we have lived in nature as long as we have been people. It is my second nature. And he turns towards Tuya again and says something in Parcel tongue. We never really evolved past the ability to be anything but ourselves. He smiles, big, toothy grin.
Well, you should never actually be anything but yourself. Otherwise, who are you?
Exactly.
That being said, whilst the rest, you converse with the rest of the party and figure out what we're actually going to do, I'm going to go and make sure the spiders in the other room are still calm.
Oh, they will be. Renali, she has a way with spiders.
Well, we currently have an agreement with the creature that was guarding the door. If we have any bodies, we should bring them to him. So I'm going to take this that way, if I can.
Okay, you certainly can. Might be a bit of a lift. Well, you can wild shape into something and carry it.
Annie herself has a 12 strength. I'm sure she can deal with it.
To carry a bar cast, I don't know how much bulk that large creature is, but
it's not above my max carry, so.
Fair enough. Awkwardly, you drag the body of a Barghast back up to the Tixitog that says nothing, and skitter, skitter, skitter fall, start eating it. It's messy. But the creature appears sated.
Enjoy, and then walk back.
Well,
It's
now
12,
that
isn't it?
now
12
that I
is- But
now that I think about it, the question is, well, I'm down quite a lot of my supply, and I finger empty loops on a bandolier. So I'm rapidly losing the ability to do things alchemically. We could either rest and replenish before searching. We can search the rest of this place. I would be just as happy searching the rest of this place and continuing. I would.
Baroness looks out to the rest of the party.
Anyone else?
I don't have much, unfortunately. I cannot say I can help there.
It would probably be best if we were to rest and resupply.
Baroness nods.
We would need to spend a night. At least 8 turns of the hourglass.
If that's the case, then allow me, and I'm gonna just step up here.
No, wait, no!
What?
Baroness tries to grab you, and as you walk up there, you see the tunnel. As you move over there, it widens and then drops in a series of like 10-foot drops into a bigger chamber, which is full of fine, glowy greenish hair-like filaments and mushrooms and things. Ronas picks up one of his feet, and the claws are sizable, and he sticks it effortlessly into the wall of the cave as if to climb. Renali and I could get over those, but I don't think you want to run into a patch of gloom glow mushrooms.
I do not intend to go in there, I say as I kind of like reach into my pouch, rustle in it a bit, and start to pull out some metal and some wire and whatnot. I'm laying a trap in case something comes up from there.
Fair enough.
Insert my 4th level ranger feat, snare specialist.
I hear gloom glow mushrooms. What can I do with these?
Herbalist lore, that does not quite tell you what they are. Well, they're definitely not magic items. Oh, you got a good enough nature. Yeah, that'd be fine. Okay, so gloom glow mushrooms are hard words for me to say. They're not deadly, but if you were to step on them, they would release some spores. It's not unlike the effect of a goblin dog. You get real itchy. The itchiness can go to feeling sick. Your mind gets foggy. Penalties to stealth. It's mostly just uncomfortable, but sickened and stupefied are fun conditions. And no, I'm not putting Snape or Dumbledore or Down with the Sickness in this video at all, but I know I just said the word. Stupefy! There, good enough. Man, Achilles is loud tonight.
Yeah, very much so.
I don't even know where he is.
Hmm.
Just screaming
Well.
somewhere I can't find him.
Well,
Passio cat.
well, let me begin by just placing some traps, and just to make the night a bit safer for us. Are we worried as much about Let me double check my spell list. I don't think I have the alarm spell, so alarm spells might be good. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go for alarm traps. So, let me just mark them, I guess, with a bit of ink. I would like to, in this square, this square, this square, yeah, in those 3 squares, I would like to set alarm snares. And I have 4 of them that I can make per day for free as part of the MS Snare Specialist. Basically, it's like 4 charges of snares that I choose at the beginning of the day. So, so I'm going to set up 3 alarm snares, and then I'm going to set up a additional. I'm going to set up in this darker green one. Let me just pull it up, or darker green one right here. That's going to be a biting snare. And I'm going to move this back to here. Yeah. Okay.
I can assist with alarm spells.
Okay.
Wherever the ranger thinks would be the best place to lay the supplementary spell.
At the very least, if we're laying in here for an extended period of time, it never hurts to be prepared. Both magical and mechanical. I say as I probably like putting down the bear trap.
And on that note, Ronas says something in Druidic and puts his hand on himself, and what little damage he took is healed. He also removes his shield and begins, I'll make the craft check to repair it. I don't think I can fail. Nope! It doesn't take much. It's pretty clear that his shield and his armor are not made of metal, though they appear to be, and he begins, breaks out some crafting stuff, and what little damage his shield took is repaired. Anybody else got anything they want to do before we rest for the night?
I'll use a few uses of. Well, actually, no. I'll just go hunt for us for some dinner.
Okay.
I mean, I will point out the alarm snares to everyone so that way they can avoid it. Obviously.
Yep. I'll point out the areas that have been served by the spells, and I may as well go assist with the hunt.
Okay.
No need. I can actually hunt for all of us.
Oh, all right then. Then I will just assist in keeping watch. Or I might also just shadow to make sure that if anything happens to you, I can assist you.
I'll be fine.
Nah, you gotta fight more big zombies. We going toe to toe. Here we go. Our druid's good. We're gonna find out. Yeah, Annie's able to find a deer with very little trouble.
Yeah, and with the feat I have in survival, I am easily enough to provide for everyone. Forager.
Mm-hmm.
Arigato.
Achilles also says noises.
Looking to Kukduk. I don't know that language. I don't think anyone else here knows that language.
Oh yes, deer is delicious, I say in a deadpan voice. Yay.
Thank you for translating.
What language? What?
I
Side
don't know
checks.
what language it is.
My society's not horrible. It's pretty horrible. I don't know that language either. I'm clearly very far from home.
What layer am I? I'm on the token. Okay then. Weird.
Yeah, you get to, because Ross has GM privileges. Ross could move his token through.
Well, I was
lighting.
no. I'm not gonna move in here. I was curious, I was thinking about having my character look in this room, but then I realized the dynamic lighting doesn't seem to be updating. But then I was like, wait, this is representing my character and my GM. Oh, right.
Ross gets to see all the things. So food happens, the night passes, everybody gets their stuff back. First thing in the morning, as spell prep is being spell prepped, Ronas stands up and says something in a language no one else speaks, because nobody else speaks Syriani. And here's Heightened Longstrider. Well, what is the plan?
Tommy,
Yes.
Just a quick note on snare specialist. It doesn't say if the previous snares were used, whether or not they go away, but at the same time...
I feel like you could collect them.
Well, no. I get like 4 per day that I can just prepare, kind of like spell slots to a degree.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And
if they refresh,
also,
then there you go.
It is also stated in the snare rules that most are basically, once they're built, they can only be destroyed.
No, fair enough.
I'm pretty sure that that is actually supposed to be the Ranger version of the free infused reagents that a alchemist gets.
But for snares, because traps. There's also the fact that instead of taking 10 rounds, I can take 1 round to put down a trap. I'm probably just going to go around and disable/destroy the traps and whatnot.
Okay, works
So
for me.
that way, there's not like any unfortunate soul accidentally gets their freaking ankle bit off while walking through.
Yeah, you're recouping your parts.
Yep.
Recycle, renew, reuse.
Yeah.
But putting away parts, just kind of like look to the rest of the group. Well, I may not be an alchemist, but hey, I kind of like hold up the bear trap. I don't think anything likes getting their legs stuck on this. You know, I wonder if I can make this magic. Probably can.
Well, I do have one question for the GM.
Okay.
Both current and future. With points, am I able to apply a dose of a poison I create on a weapon and have it last? Okay, if I'm using infused reagents, have it last a day.
Yeah.
I think it lasts until you fumble or it is expended.
Yeah, that's
right. Okay.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, the normal thing is it lasts until you use it, until it's actually put on somebody.
Okay.
So,
because that way I can use a poison I can make and go ahead and pre-dip 2 blowgun darts.
Okay.
So that way I don't have to, there's none of this. Just 1 second, I need to dip this in this little bottle before I shoot you, Mr. Big Bad Ugly.
Makes sense.
Just, seems so disrespectful of their time. But, okay. And I have my list of prepared items.
Okay. Well, what is the plan?
You mentioned the fact that you and your friend here can get through the glow mushrooms just fine, but it might be a bit more difficult for us.
Certainly we would need to do something about them, yes.
I mean, could we just light them on fire?
No. Not fire. Not fire. Cold. Assuming you can do enough harm at once is necessary. If you do not destroy them outright, they'll just release their spores.
You are the cold specialist here. The only types of damage I can do are electricity, really.
Let me see what I can prep for the day.
I suppose we can always try to harvest them as well.
Yeah, speaking of which,
harvest?
He nods.
We have an alchemist. I'm sure he is going to want to harvest.
Oh, bollocks.
Yes.
Did you take that feat that you were talking about, by the way, that you messaged me about, the one that allowed you to prepare a spell to use from a spellbook?
Correct.
You want to look at my spell list, I take it? I'm not certain if I've already share that.
Yes, I do. I wasn't sure because I should have taken it before whenever.
Well, since we've done a rest, you can use it now, or have it prepared now.
Okay.
Nature or survival for harvesting?
Survival.
Okay. I was wondering that or crafting, because
Yeah, normally harvesting for alchemical purposes is a craft check.
Yeah, my little
So
craft
the
check goes
DM's
here.
choice. DM choice.
Oh, well, if it's not survival, then I
Anastasia
can't
is
really
able
do-
to harvest. There's one 5-foot patch of gloom glow mushrooms, and Ohm can whip them together into some kind of how many? How many we got? What are we doing? 2 bombs of their spores, basically. And the way forward is clear.
So you've got 2 non-static bombs that do whatever effect.
I'll tell
Cool.
you. They do DC 22 reflex save. On a failed save, the creature becomes sickened 1 and stupefied 1, or sickened 2 and stupefied 2 on a critical failure, and takes a -4 penalty to stealth checks until the spores lose potency in 24 hours or are removed. This requires washing them off by bathing in water for a minute, a prestidigitation spell, or a similar measure allowed by the GM.
Is there any chance you could use the clip tool and paste that as a image to Discord for us?
Yeah, I'll grab it real quick.
That is sweet. I like these things.
I love it when the DMs come up with things to do with environmental effects.
It makes sense. It's there. It's your skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you
to
want-
do that, you two would have had to have moved like here. And
Okay.
there is, as you go down like these little ridges, there's a hole in the floor right here. And if you two can make perception checks.
Cool.
So both of you can hear the sounds of simian humanoids grunting and complaining in their native tongue. Basically right on the other side of the hole.
Is it a hole down or what?
Yeah.
You said each step down is about 10 foot.
It's like 10 feet down, 10 feet down, 10 feet down, and then a hole.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you for the humans in the group. Do we have lights?
Someone could certainly cast light. If nobody volunteers to cast light,
Do we want to cast light? Because I know also, you might want to state that bollocks for the record. But I was going to say that I could cast Dark Vision on me and Q-Talk. Or wait, you also have potions, don't you, bollocks?
speaking of Bollocks, I just realized I PM'd the potion, not to our Discord, but to Bollocks's. I DM'd him. I slid into his DMs with the wrong thing. There you go.
I also would have prepared
Potions.
Dark Vision today.
Potions for what?
That's
Dark
they could make
Vision.
that. Yes. I guess actually, first thing in the morning, Ronos would have cast light on his shield because he doesn't have Dark Vision.
Oh. Wait, you don't have Dark Vision?
Uruxi do not have Dark Vision now.
I would have thought Uruxi would have. And then again, I tend to think most things other than humans in these games have Dark Vision. I'm used to 5e's rules in that regard.
I could have seen a heritage.
Okay, so
yeah.
I'm assuming that the bombs that we get are the glow spore trigger action.
Yeah, that.
Okay, making sure.
Okay.
Let me think. Okay, well, if we're just going to go with the light route, then I guess I'm just noting so that way I can note down what spells I'm preparing.
Okay.
In case, do you need me to state that for the record for you, or you...
You know what you have.
Fair enough. Also, because Bollocks mentioned it to me, Bollocks, you want to tell him? Because Bollocks has been staring at, apparently spent the evening looking over, oh my god. Spent the evening looking over Charles' spell book with Charles.
Okay.
So you see, he's drawn a couple letters on his face just to lay down the fact that he is a goblin that reads to warn other goblins to stay away if they don't like that. This is actual practice.
It's a bit awkward too because all of Charles' notes are in Thessalonian, so we got to change it from Thessalonian. Or no, it would actually probably be in Draconic, yeah, because that's the native.
Yeah,
Just a giant Cyhedron on Bolix's dome. Just
I got the Wrath rune all over my face.
yeah.
Which is funny because I'm pretty certain that the current Rune Lord, the one that Charles would actually follow, is the nicer one, the one of Lust, I think it is.
Yep.
Been redeemed.
Sorshen is the redeemed one of
bad.
Lust, and
Yeah.
Greed is the bad one.
Yeah, no. Charles would state that he sides with Lust.
Everyone looks in Charles's direction and throws their eyebrows up.
I mean, the Rune Lord. Oh my God, my people's politics are very complicated when it comes to the fact that our leaders tend to name themselves after sins.
She's redeemed now?
We may have just spoiled some stuff.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Bollock.
We did a big oopsie.
Oh, we just spoiled.
It's really hard to not spoil stuff in 1 EAPs in second edition because it's all canon now.
We just kind of made through the Lady of Light in our game, and that's like finding out all the stuff that she did back in the day. And
I'm sorry.
That's like interesting.
I like the new Thassalon and all that. That's why I built up Thessalonian, obviously.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Someday I'm gonna play that or run it. Probably after I finish with the Shards of Sin because it's like the precursor of it, learning all the Rune Lords.
Yeah. I will wave Ronus forward.
And so it does.
Do you know what they're saying?
He mostly complaining. Clearly, they haven't figured out how to open the Ayudara yet.
Well,
Before we open that door, I quickly just going to look over to Bollock. So, remember how to do the spell?
Yeah, I'm good. I cast it.
All right. Both me and Bollock's cast False Lives on ourselves.
Okay.
And I will use my second level Drain Familiar to regain that spell slot.
Works for me.
And the other, so basically one was False Life, the other two are Dispel Magic, because Dispel Magic's too good. You need it. Never know when a curse or something bad or some bad debuff magic's going to come our way.
Mm-hmm.
I just get one extra spell slot for that, for my book.
How deep?
It's really convenient. It's really convenient that you natively speak the tongue of most of what many consider the origin of arcane understanding. I mean, I guess that is such a thing for the dragon bloodline. Either way, I think me, Bollix, and our new... Forgive me, I'm still getting your name down, friend.
Of course. Ronas.
Ronas?
No,
Huh. Sounds so plain when it comes out of my mouth. I think the three of us should take a point.
Ronas,
yes.
how deep is the hole?
20, 30 feet.
But do you just want to jump down it?
I could.
Or I could carry you.
You have the ability to climb on walls.
He begins walking up the side of the wall.
Okay, show off. We do not need to see that.
Just making it clear.
Fair enough.
Thought it was a hold down.
It is.
Okay, cool.
That doesn't stop him. He just walks backwards. Moonwalks
Just
down the hall.
moonwalks down into combat.
Oh, that's a character concept and a half. A bard that just moonwalks on the walls during combat.
Michael Jackson character sheet.
Uses his hat as a focus and all that. Oh man, that's a character.
I
idea
can see
as
it
well.
now.
Yeah,
Moonwalks
Moonwalker
down
Jack
the-
Jason.
Hold on. Moonwalks down the wall, tips his hat, does the whole groin grab, woohoo, and then screams and it casts shatter.
Ronas will say something in Ancient Assyrian and he cobras out he will... You, Goblin! Would you like to be stronger? Are you wearing an amulet of Mighty Fists or hand wraps of Mighty Fists, Bollocks? Is that obvious? Can I clearly see that?
Yeah, the hand wraps that are on my character are. I got those.
Okay, dope. Then a Magic Fang for Tuya as well. And... I'm gonna... You, with the 2 swords! May
The
this...
name's Charles, friend.
Oh, wait, that could be Charles, damn. I'm just...
Right now, is pulling out a blowgun, and you see him very carefully arranging a couple darts where they're easy to reach.
And then in that case, Ronas will put his hand on Charles's head, just flow with the Sphinx, my friend, and haste. And that's basically all my spell slots.
Alright, if that's going on, then I'm going to use my innate spell slot of a magic weapon on one of my weapons.
Okay.
I get one of those per day for free.
Okay.
Because Rune Scarred is nice.
Indeed.
I have all the innate spells because I actually already at 4th level have 4 innate spells. This is great.
That sounds really good. So a haste was cast, and 2 Magic Fangs, and a Long Strider this morning. Okay, dope.
What
Well,
is...
Ronas is gonna put his feet, like, Ronas moves to here and puts his feet, like, over the side.
Hold on. Who else uses unarmed attacks? Just me?
Probably just you, yeah.
Okay.
I can give you a Juggernaut mutagen if you would like.
I use it.
Okay. Kiki?
If you have another one, cool.
Yeah.
I'm using Magic Fang myself.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Batch is a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else got any buffs to cast, any stuff to drink?
Let me just check something real quick. Oh yeah, I get 3. I do get 3. Okay, I need to fix that. At the moment, no. I just realized I'm short a spell.
Got it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
You may need it.
See. We're immediately going into combat, correct?
That
How
seems to
long
be the
does the
plan.
dark vision potion last?
Hours.
More than long enough. And
Well-
Ronas has light cast on his shield, so...
Yeah, and I have light cast on something too. Yeah. So
I'm invisible.
Anyone want to ride?
Yes. If we can do it quietly.
I will do what I can.
And if either of you need the stats on the mutagen, let me know.
I'm sure it's fine. Okay, this is normally the part where my my webcam will crash really hard. But let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
And standard
That's
perception, stealth.
Stealth for those of you who are being stealthy. Perception otherwise.
I'm going in to be loud and be a badass.
All right, and I'm going to go into tiger form before we go down. Or
Okay.
actually, leopard form. It doesn't change the statistics. It's just snow leopard.
Sure. Flavor is as flavor does, Mama used to say.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I got Cube Talk selected. Initiative for Cube Talk. And a friendly reminder to all of my friends, please have your tokens selected.
Make me.
I mean, you
Whatever, I
did.
did it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
27 and...
I'm
thought I
able to be
did, but okay.
defiant.
I had a 27.
Yeah, I got you. 26 from Bollocks, and I'm going to roll in a bunch of Anger Boys. There are so many Anger Boys down there. Quick stealth check. I mean, we've all used somatic components. They hear us. Bollocks, or not Bollocks. Bollocks is invisible, but Ohm can take cover behind the larger creature he's hanging on to. And I'm doing a scroll. Gotta grab some. You got a plus 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 7 of them. And
I
on we
just
go.
want to say thanks for the healer's gloves.
Yeah, sure. I didn't put them in. I don't know the magic item meta enough to put in anything.
They're good.
Dope. What do they do?
That's just they give me a +1 passive bonus to medicine checks, and later I'm going to enhance them to be greater healer's gloves, which raises that to a +2. And once per day, as a one action interact action, I can cast a healing spell through them.
Nice.
Not bad.
And that's everybody. Boom. And Ohm is first. We are presently standing. Ronas is about like leaning forward to start running down.
Okay. Do I have line of sight to any of them?
Not really. Just straight down into a hole. You can tell from our angle, it's very clear that you're standing in a cave, but at the bottom of the tunnel, it looks like worked stone.
20 feet would be 2d6 of damage, right?
20 feet would be 10 damage.
10 damage.
Right, that's still how they do it from the playtest, I think. I forget.
And then you need to have a skill.
I'll look for you.
Okay.
You need to have a skill feat in order to be able to use like a skill to reduce the damage.
I think acrobatics still can. Certainly catfall is a thing.
I mean, I have athletics. I was just curious if I could just like kind of brace myself or whatever.
You could also try to physically climb down. And since you have an extra action to stride.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be the best thing for me to do.
Okay, if everyone looks like they're ready to go. Yeah, I'll jump down. It only counts as a 10-foot fall for me because I am unbreakable.
Fair enough. Okay. So then if you could... got catfall?
Acrobatics.
Yeah, if you would. Bam. And a quick perception. Well, you don't need to make the perception check. There are obviously lots of things there, and they are ready for you. The one in the back that doesn't look like every other token is wearing crude chainmail, and one hand has an axe, and the other has a gauntlet that is like smoke and flames are coming off it. But more importantly...
It's bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell.
That's what I thought. And then acrobatics certainly reduces it. So I want to say he fell 10 feet, so he would take 5 damage, and instead he does a acrobat. Does the dance. Do a little acro dance for... I'm sure that has to... Actually, acrobatics does not help you arrest a fall at all. So Ohm takes 5 points of damage as Ohm lands, and... The area seems to once have been a small complex of rooms, but their original use is anyone's guess today. For some ancient catastrophe seems to have melted the walls in places, leaving behind a half-demolished complex. In the few places where the walls are still intact, however, the delicate carvings indicate that whoever once built these rooms was a skilled artisan. Far to the southwest, a partially melted stone archway opens to a larger room, which Bolix has line of sight into as soon as he dives down, so buffs are not ticking while I'm flavor texting. The walls and domed ceiling of this large circular chamber are elegantly carved in spiraling designs. To the north, a thing you don't see. Just reading more. While to the south, a thing you don't see. In the center of the room stand 6 statues of elves, all facing outward and arrayed around a dry fountain. Empty benches sit in 4 alcoves to the east and west, which you kind of have like half line of sight to.
Okay.
Each of these, and that's all you can see from there, except things are very, 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 very nice. You don't need to make a check right now. There are 7 things that would like to attack you, and you have 2 actions.
All right. I will... Okay. These 2 are equidistant, basically.
Yeah.
Since I have my blowpipe out, I will pop this one. And let me go ahead and roll that. It's just going to be a standard ranged attack.
Okay.
Well, my sheet
Well, your sheet.
hides. Okay.
14
So,
doesn't
14.
quite get as flat-footed.
Okay. In that case, I will move over to here to give other people room to be down.
Okay, and Q-Talk is on.
I cannot currently see everybody, so I think I will take a stride action. Can you?
Yeah, I can move you,
okay,
but the stride action will come with a 20-foot fall in a hole, though.
Oh, that's right. So I think I will just use all my actions to safely using that. Wait, has someone already put down?
Hold on a sec. Falling damage says the actual rules for it says you can grab an edge as a reaction to reduce the damage from some falls. So that's.
I feel like grab an edge is like if you were falling, not like jumping down, and you grab the side of a building, kind of thing.
Yeah. So the reason I was asking, like rappelling down, like bouncing to like handle the head held down, but hey, your choice.
At this point, it'd be setting up a rope, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, Q-Talk?
How many actions would it take to set up the rope for my explorer's kit?
Probably all 3, but you'd be able to do it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. And it passes to the Biadis.
Do have grappling hooks that we collected.
Grappling hooks!
Then
Would that shorten the amount?
I would make it an easier check, and if you needed to throw it, it would be easier. There is something to affix, there is no check involved.
All right, then yeah, I'll use the grappling hook and not just the rope.
Okay, sounds good. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, striding forward. Much, much bigger. They say something in Draconic. Does Ohm understand?
I believe so. Yes,
Ah!
I do understand Draconic.
Comes striding forward. I say that for flavor text, but it's super mechanical now. He smiles and at last we eat! And the claw comes forward for his first strike. A 17 to hit.
Miss.
And he'll try it again. I just completely brain farted. Plus the second
Ignore
attack.
The perception check. I forgot they were not free anymore.
And Annie. So he tries to reach out, and the claw, when it hits the wall, it burns like gash marks into the side of the building 1, 2. But Ohm is able to dodge out of the way.
Yes.
Ah, crap! They were infernates.
Something like. Anyway, Annie's on.
Okay. There is a rope involved. Athletics check.
Okay. You could probably basically figure that out as a cat. Yeah, it'd be cool.
Cool. All right. So, am I down there?
What's your stride speed right now?
Stride speed?
Yeah.
25 plus. So, give me 1 second. I'll tell you. Because I has to go look again. I forgot. Spells. Animal. I'm so sorry. Animal form. A cat is a stride speed of 40.
Okay. Yeah, 40 will get you down in one action. Bam.
Okay. All right. And oh look, enemies to fight.
There's a few of them.
And I'm standing right next to one. So.
27. That hits.
And 2.
20 does not.
Okay. That was already adjusted, so you know. But
Okay. Dope.
yeah, I've set up all my macros so that it automatically adjusts for how many actions.
Good guy Tiki. Alrighty. Speaking of good guy Tiki, we're gonna throw some rocks at him. The Charaka in the back. They do as they did in Citadel Altarin, screaming and shouting. They pick up bits of the debris is nicer here than it was anywhere else, but debris it remains. And they're gonna start hucking them at the cat. This is 26 and 26 are moving at the same time. So first straw attack is
23 is my AC.
so 16, 21.
Both fail.
Then yeah, I think I can't. I'm not so good at this. 6, 5, 4, 3. Second attack is an 11 and a 15, and then almost certain to miss. Oh well. So one of them, they basically just start hucking rocks at you, and you're able to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and then one gets you in the schnoot. For
Schnoot.
does anyone remember, so I don't have to look it up because I forget, if something has the deadly trait, that dice is not multiplied on a critical, right?
No, it uses a larger die.
Ah. No, that's fatal is what that one is. Because it's doing the same amount of dice. I think I just do 3d6. Plus, boom, 18 points. Ambolics.
I'm going to climb down
Okay.
a rope. My speed is 30 with the armor. Oh,
Oof.
I'll oh, okay. I'll just use my reroll for that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do I though? I think that's very
Big damn heroes.
a thing for Dark Green Duck to do is just help. It's just falling down a hole.
Just
Yeah, that'll take half my hit points.
okay. So
yeah, it's rolled. The deadly is rolled after doubling the damage,
okay, got it.
and it's of specifically an extra die of the listed type.
Right. That's what I thought. So then,
So I'm going to climb down and jump the last 10 feet. Just fall because I can catapult that.
bam. Big damn heroes.
Okay, and how long was that?
They call that one action.
Okay, and I will see. I guess move up to here,
Okay.
and I'm going to Goblin Song.
Alrighty.
So, excuse me. Ooh, not that one. I be the goblin that flaps in the night. I be the match that keeps hope alight. I be the surf that sings in the rain. I be the bellflower, Bolix Broom's bane. And
Okay. And who is our target?
foes within 30 feet.
Is it not attempt the...
A single enemy. Okay, I guess the biggest one.
Okay. 17 does not quite get his will DC. So on a failure, it looks like no effect.
Yeah, no.
Okay, got it. He just kind of turns and...
Can't hear it though. Can't see where the song is coming from.
oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay. Ronos will take 2 strides. Well, no, his speed is 35 right now, isn't it? So then 20 down. 25, 30, 35. Basically just comes running down the ceiling right over top of the big guy. Go for my second action into Everstand Stance. Use the third one to try to do a bit. I forgot to do this last time because I was a little socially exhausted after 6 hours of Kingmaker that was all combat. And then 3 hours of this that was all combat. But first things first is a Magic Fang bit. And yum yum yum. And it misses, unfortunately. But since Tuya is a mature animal companion. If she is not commanded, she can Strider Strike. So she's gonna slither on down as I try to find her speed. Where is your 20? Okay. So basically she just gets like to the bottom of the hole on the ceiling. And what do I have? I can't see the invisible guy. I don't really have line of effect to Ronos. I'm gonna attack Tuya with one. One will full attack Tuya and one will full attack Annie. And that's a miss. And that's a miss. And that's a miss. And then Annie, I have a 22.
I have a 23.
An 8. And probably much worse, a 0. Couldn't find the last rock. And it's on Ross.
Uh-oh. It's on me. This isn't good.
Yeah,
How do I get it off of me?
It's all over me!
Okay. I guess first action will be, excuse me, to climb down the rope. So I'm gonna roll an an athletics.
Yep.
Okay then.
Alrighty
own
then.
that rope.
Closest open square is like here. You
That's
can see
fine.
through the dynamic lighting. You'd be fine.
Yes, I can. So is that just one straight action for me?
Yeah, because a critical success, you should be able to go pretty fast.
I just like fire man down it.
Mm-hmm.
As you get about halfway down the hole, you kick off from the side wall and, Errol Flynn rigging slide down the rope to land in that square.
I mean, I am hasted, so I probably have the reaction speed to do that.
Makes sense.
Mission Impossible. Yep.
All right. So then that's my first action. Second action, I'm going to be a smart boy and cast shield. Third action is going to be a twin strike. Is it? No. I always mess up the name. Oh, it's twin take. Why do I always mess the name up of that?
Because there are a lot of actions that a lot of classes get that are make 2 attacks and some things happen.
Yeah, they need to just consolidate all the names.
Be real nice. All
Shucks. I forgot I did that out of order. Third action should have been to hunt prey this guy if that's possible,
Sure, got it.
and then attack him.
Okay, but you can't use twin takedown then. You can only stride or strike with it.
No, twin takedown's a single
Haste it.
action.
Right, haste does not give you an extra action necessarily. It gives you one action that you can only use to stride
Yeah,
or strike.
one action that I could use to stride, which I used to go down the rope.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Order of operations.
18 hits. 11 damage. It's not dead, but it's not happy either.
All right.
So unhappy that I'm going to throw... I got a whip. I think I'm a little
Hold
better.
on, I still. I got the other attack. Wow.
All right.
Oh!
If you want to flavor it.
But what if he throws him an idol?
Just like come like I'm coming, guys. Just grab on the rope, just swing around, kick off the wall, slide up, and just like slide up the side bullocks, and just like slice the head off of that one with my 2 blades.
Good
Just like
enough
look
for
over
me.
to him. Look over to him. Look at the monsters in front of me. Look over to bullocks. I have never felt this badass before in my life.
See it now. The entire time his shield is just, showing up on his arm at the same time. It's just like, whoosh.
Yeah, I mean, my arms are covered in tattoos and arcane tattoos at this point.
One of them just manifests. All right.
Yeah.
For
Actually,
one...
2 of them. I've sucked the power off of one, and I'm using the other because I use my rune sword. Yeah, I have a lot of fun spells. My character likes tattoos, apparently.
For one action, at the start of his turn as a free action, this Charcross starts shrieking real loud and has a whip, and the time has come along. I'm a whipper. 17 to hit,
Miss.
Charles. I have an extra action to stride or strike until the end of my turn. So whips are probably agile. They gotta be. No, what? Meh.
Nope.
Weird.
Oh,
All right. Second one at Annie, 19.
Nope.
Third one at Charles for a 10. Fourth one at Annie for a 7. It's super sad. This one's gonna step over here. At the beginning of his turn, it gets real loud and angry. So it's hasted for a round and then attack Charles 22.
Darn it, that is my shielded AC.
Okay. So then second attack at Annie for a 7. Last attack at Charles for a 1. Yeah. And Rocks Fall, 5 damage. Round the second.
Oh no. You took away half of my temporary HP.
Good. We're working on it. And
Actually, no, it took away less than half because I still have the 6.
And Ohm is up.
Okay.
I am in the mood to tempt the DM. Somebody stop me. This is not going to end well for me. I am going to die.
Hey, you bet the
No.
GM.
No, sir.
No. 1 round to load, 1 round to fire the second dart into the beastie in front of me.
Alrighty. Let me be double great for the both of us. It's still the best movie. No one will ever convince me otherwise. 15 does not hit. I have no reactions.
And okay, I will ask, did you take into account the fact that he is flanked?
Wouldn't make a difference.
All over the place.
He is many flanked, but it still doesn't hit. Sticks in his armor.
Doggone it. Gonna have to use something different. Okay, and I will interact 1 to grab a bottle off of my belt.
Alrighty. Sounds like it's on Cube Talk.
Reactions.
Oh, Cube Talk. Oh, Cube Talk. I don't know if Spell is in the call right now.
Push to talk, Spellcraft.
Push it real good.
Sorry, nephew came over with a friend.
Not
I
fair
was
enough.
being a host.
You were being
My
kind
apologies.
and polite. Jeez, how dare you?
It is your action, sir.
You're on.
Okay, I'm gonna climb down the rope and stride. Roll athletics for me, or acrobatics for me.
It's got to be athletics, unfortunately.
Oh, well, roll for me at any rate.
Nevertheless, it's not a big one. It's not a hard one. It should be something you can pull off pretty easy. Yeah, 18, you're good. You end up right under the snake. And that was one action.
I will move towards combat.
And you're right there. There's basically, you could move through people and get right up next to stuff if you really wanted to, but you're basically right where you want to be.
Do I have 2 actions left to Divine Lance?
You do.
Then I will.
Okay. There are 5 Charika, one of which is clearly wearing the unholy sigilry of some kind of god.
I will attack the priest.
As you do. Alrighty, and Divine Lance. I'm going to learn how... This is another reason why it is a little easier for us in our playgroup for somebody to run Q-Tuck's character sheet for spell. And that means I have to learn how clerics work. What is life?
This is just because a lot of things come up.
No, that's totally fair, man.
Well, see, it would not totally be off flavor for all of us to just have access to sheets, because there are a few of us that, we are busy from time to time and need other people to roll.
Yeah, I might just set everybody to where everybody can always control everyone's sheet. In any case, the Divine Lance hits but doesn't crit for 8 damage. And the priest turns towards Kyuktuk, says something in Mwangi. And what does he do? What do? I can't really... I have a climb speed. I could get to you.
Oh, boy.
I really hope the Charika are released as an ancestry pretty soon. Also, I think they deserved it for a long time in 1E and they never got it. Yeah, I'm gonna... what are to do the spells? Yeah, I think I can't quite get to you. There's a tiger in the way. So, it would provoke reactions if anyone has it. He begins chanting in Mwangi and his hand glows with an unholy light. And for 1 action, I might have just said 2 actions, but I don't really cast harm that much. Plus, I'm gonna try to figure out what I Attack plus 13. Got it. So targeting Annie, a 22.
Nope.
I suppose
Have a 23.
his harm probably looks a little more like fire than it does anything else. It just like burns through and misses. Second action, gonna swing his claw back at Ohm. Oh, boom!
Does the spell dissipate if he misses?
I'm pretty sure. And good.
Which one of those?
Which one of what? The 11 was at you.
Okay, miss.
And he'll try again, I guess. Targeting Ohm again with an 8. Boss is good. And it passes to Annie.
Cleric should not have messed with the cat.
Not quite there. That one does hit with the flank.
And that one missed.
For 6 slashing. Alrighty.
Did we mention that the rock that hit you in the nose was the size deal of poo? Therefore, the monkeys had an innate advantage?
I don't think that's
right.
how that works.
Who flung poo?
Who flung the poopy? We're gonna do a big ol' angry hoot, holler, and shrieking because it's a quick haste built into the ancestry, which is dope. And first attack at Annie, 21. Second attack at Charles. I'm really weirded out that whips aren't agile. Dope. Last attack at he probably has line of sight to Ronos. To no avail. And Bollocks.
And today's rage is brought to you by Domino's. As you might or may not know, Friday was most holiest of Nerdfighter holidays, Pizzamas. And in honor of it, I ordered a nun pizza with left beef, as you can see in the chat.
Beautiful.
Order. And it came with cheese on it. So that is why I'm raging right now.
Yeah, you would. As you would. I want pizza now.
Attacking
16.
One of the minions.
One of the minions. A 16. A 14. I have to go to a different part of the book. Oh, boom.
Are you saying Bolus's rages are sponsored now?
Thanks, Domino's. Both of those miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Look, man's got to eat somehow, and he eats a lot.
This is sacred. The nun pizza with left beat is a sacred order. You don't mess it up.
It's the sacredest of memes, and they screwed it up.
Yes.
I have sympathy pains for you. All right, Ronos is going to be the GM PC he always knew he could be. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, my. Yeah, that's a critical.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's I did it to the Barghest. I did it to the Charcaw. So as Bollocks appears out of nowhere and there's a big startle and he starts swinging, the head Charcaw turns and doesn't see Ronos like go down into his neck with his fangs and just bite in. And I'm gonna try. I pressed Control up because I'm not used to having a character sheet. For my second, we'll go with Everstand Strike, which just misses. That's unfortunate. You win some, you lose some. And then for his third action, he's gonna do my feeling. Third action, he will command Tuya. He looks over at Snick and says something in the sacred language of Snick. And Snick will do for one action. I gotta move Cube Talk. 5, 10. Second action. Gonna try to bite the priest and hit. Man, that critical is beautiful, but I didn't crit him.
You wish.
I do. I really do. And then...
Oh god, that's scary beautiful.
Second strike is... This has the finesse trait, but not the agile trait, so it's 5 less than it reads and misses. Tuya basically just does the same, and they bite in unison on either side of the Charcaw's neck. Seeing this, full of anger, I guess I'm just going to attack Bollocks a bunch. Bollocks is yelling about pizza, and we don't understand what that is. Now I'm hungry. Dang it. 22 to hit you.
Oh, does it? Wait. Oh, that just hits me. Yeah.
Nice.
That
And
is
then
my AC now.
second one is a 14.
Yes.
Last one is -2. So 1d4 plus When the time will come along, you will whip it. For a D4 plus 3. Dope.
Oh, I actually forgot to put in the item
shape.
bonus from the magic thing. So, oops.
Oops, indeed. And same thing from the second one. The second one can only reach Bolix. 14 and 21, which misses, I think. And 11. And Charles.
Well, things seem to be dying relatively effectively. The priest to my top left. Would I be considered flanking with Ohm or no?
You're probably flanking with Ronas. Ronas is here. Yeah.
Okay.
The ceiling makes the things weird.
Wait, is he just like on the ceiling biting down on him? Jesus.
That's probably how I'm going to play this guy for quite a lot.
He's a tunnel guy. He likes tunnels.
Tunnel snakes rule!
Sorry.
Something
I was not
here.
expecting someone to make the reference.
By the Empress, tunnel snakes rule. Give me all your caps, Amada. I think that was the Overseer's daughters. It's been a while since Fallout 3. But anyway.
It was.
Alright, well, I'm just going to then... When they're flat-footed, what does that do for me? Do I need to change anything on my attacks?
He's got a -2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
okay,
-2 for them.
Alright, so first action's going to be to re-up shield, because I can. Second action's going to be a twin takedown, so hacha!
Hacha, 12 damage.
And let me make sure this is set.
Gosh,
Gosh,
the
my
bonus is
second
actually on
action
that
should have
small.
been my second action should have been to hunt prey him. So I'm gonna sneak that.
Sure.
Hacha! Nope.
Not quite.
I thought hunt prey was until the creature dies.
He can reselect it.
Oh.
Yeah, the previous creature died.
Oh, also that. Yeah, he straight up went and killed it too. That was the thing that happened.
Part.
I didn't either, I guess.
Hold on.
Anything else from Charles?
Yep, one more attack. Let me just quickly plug that in.
Swing and a 1 hit and 2 misses. The first one gets him across the neck. One of them just goes real wide. The other one slides off his armor.
Okay,
Man.
that's my turn.
The Churka! They seem a little panicky. They're gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it goes to Ohm.
Yay, we've come all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So that thing I interacted with, I'm going to present it as a gift. It's a moderate acid flask.
Oh, good. And it misses.
Still takes 2 damage.
Yes, and it's the only thing that takes damage.
Okay.
Because I'm using the alchemist trait that allows me to select. This is not working. Interact to draw both swords.
Okay.
And that's me.
And Q-Talk is on.
Sorry, I was getting everything ready for being a proper host for my girlfriend and his friend. Okay. Who's in range? I have my laptop ready.
Basically everybody. The priest is still standing. There are 3 of his cohorts you can shoot. The other 2 are out of your sight.
Can I suggest a 2-action heal from your sorcerer spells? Or not heal,
Okay.
but harm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 2-action harm at the evil cleric.
2-action harm at the evil cleric. By the light of Saren Ray, I'll hit the where is the button? Is there
Just
like
use
a spell
the
attack
heal
roll?
one. Just use the heal one. It's the exact same thing as heal, just with a different name.
It misses. Hits the wall.
To be fair, I have the heal set up for D10s. I don't have the harm set up for D8s.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't have the harm.
It misses in any case.
Damn it.
We still could have adjusted, but still.
Okay, point. Yes.
Anything else? Take that as a no.
No.
All right, cool. So, at this point, from being bitten and stabbed a bunch, the priest is not looking good. Leans forward, kind of like he's bleeding all over the place. His eyes are rolling back and forth in his head. He turns towards, I guess, kind of like towards the party at large. He's, kill me you might, but the rest of the Cinder Claws shall come and they shall feed your flesh to the endless destruction. And he casts a fireball at his feet. I need everyone to make a reflex save.
I have fireball. Can I counterspell? Oh wait, I don't have third level spells yet. Never mind.
I don't think you have that reaction either.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have the reaction.
But I am taking it from my next sorcerer feat. So good to remind myself that. Once again, I apologize. I didn't expect anyone to show up today.
It's okay. Just, you know.
Okay. Understood. So Bollix passes, Annie fails.
I'll hero point that.
Sure. Annie passes. I guess I need to make a reflex save too, don't I? Because I'm standing right in it.
You also need a reflex for talk
Right.
or spell.
And for Q-Talk, yeah. I fail. That's bad. So then...
Do I need to keep reflex?
Yeah.
It's okay. You can call me Foxy Lady.
The DM has a hero point too. He is a character.
Hey.
He is a party member. Has
Passes
hero
there.
point.
Yeah, I haven't rolled for Ronus yet. Real quick, if somebody could give me what a third level fireball would do.
Oh, sure. I'll go get it.
As I grab some, here's a reflex.
Said third level fireball?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And spell descriptions. F.
66.
Fire. If I say I got it, will you let me have it?
No.
Two, yeah, almost crits. Okay, who failed? Annie failed. Annie is within. Annie passed.
I did not fail. I re-rolled.
So everyone passed. We're just gonna roll the damage. 66 for 12 points of fire damage.
Wow, that's a
66.
horrible roll.
Yeah, I rolled 3 ones.
Hey, Tommy, guess what? Good news.
What's up?
You actually managed to get rid of my temporary HP.
Haha! It is enough.
More damage to I did more damage to myself coming down.
The cleric brings himself down in the process. Unfortunate. So 6 fire damage to me, 6 fire damage to Tuya, and the Charcoal all need to save.
Uh-oh.
And it's...
Kind of quickly, I've realized I was a dummy. This save is for, this save's for Leo. Oh no!
So Leo takes all 12.
There we go.
I'm gonna. Yeah, Leo will take all 12. Leo will be surprised. I'll be like, wait, Leo, what did you?
And Annie's up.
Good thing he has half my HP.
Stride. And the one to the furthest bottom, seeing as he's probably got less damage.
Okay. And if you'd like to flavor it.
Yeah, I think from now on.
Basically, just take its head off, because the second one is going at the one right next to me.
And if you'd like to flavor it.
Reach up, put my my jaw, or well, not jaws, but I put paws on both sides of its head and just pull.
All right, fair enough. And we're going to try to whip it.
And oh yeah, I don't have a third one. Sorry.
First at Annie for an 18. Second at Bollix for a critical. for almost as much damage as that fireball did. That was unfortunate. That was supposed to be a good moment, cinematic moment.
What kind of damage is it?
Slashing.
Okay, then my new breastplate absorbs something. And that's my first real hit points.
Nice. Do we have, by 5th level, do we have armor mastery?
I don't think so.
Is that what armor mastery does?
Yeah.
Okay, it said in the description that it just does that. I didn't know that was armor
That's in
mastery.
fighter, right?
That's in the armor class. All of the heavy armor does some kind of something new now.
Yeah, I was just reading out how in the description chainmail does this. I'm like, oh, cool. Or plate mail does this.
Yeah.
So that's a armor mastery thing?
Yeah, we have to get armor specialization first. Just like weapon specialization, but a little different.
I see.
And going 1 at Charles. It's a 16. Actually, it's a 14. And Bolix.
Okay, I don't like that. That was an ouch. That's gonna scratchy. You?
And if you'd like to flavor it.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, got it. Best flavor.
Yeah, and I go down this way.
Okay.
And second attack.
The flavor is root beer.
Yeah.
Survives it, but it does hit.
It is beef flavor.
Delicious.
That's right. Slim Jims.
Step into a Slim Jim!
It is a left beef flavored kill.
Left beef flavored, sponsored by Domino's.
So then Ronos will 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Can't quite make it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I could just try it along the ceiling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Running along the ceiling and gonna do a bit. And he did. I'll take a cue from Bollocks on that one. And third action, command the Snick. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. And the snack does a bit. And he did. And that's the combat.
Hooray!
Initiative is off.
Return to myself and assurance nature for myself.
Okay.
For medicine.
Ward medic
else
heals
is-
for everybody.
Heals for everybody.
I can pick
Actually,
2 people,
I actually don't think I have. Do I have ward
including
medic?
me. Ward medic is the one where it lets you pick additional targets. Continual
Yeah,
recovery
no,
is the one.
I was trying to see which one I picked. So
It's all good.
no, I have continual recovery.
Yes. There are 3 of us with continual recovery.
Sounds really good.
So we can basically, between the 3 of us, we can dole out 30, up to the appropriate number of points.
I told you, baby.
I can just do die, or I can roll to get the additional 10. Because I have assurance as well.
Either is fine.
Yeah, I generally consider the assurance thing just take the sure bet. You don't want to fumble.
I assume everybody can get back to full. Not a lot of damage was assigned there.
How much you give?
Well, now that everything is dead, and once again I hit nothing.
I'll start triggering my my renew focus point.
Okay.
Walking over to Ronos at the time. So that was an interesting combat. Are you injured?
He has some minor scorch marks, but I'm fine.
If you're sure, I'm rather skilled with the nature medicine now.
I wouldn't say no.
All right, well.
Parcel tongues it to
take
you,
more
who is
damage.
also burnt, and they head on down. Can
Yeah,
everybody give me a quick society check while this is happening?
I'd start with the pet, by the way.
Okay, got it.
23 to look around the chamber, and a 20 on the society.
So with the society check, Bollocks and Anastasia don't have much of a clue, but it's real clear to that the style of the writing and the carving, it's really appropriate that it was Charles Tycombe that hits it. That gets the crit here. But
I'm going to use my hero point to reroll that perception.
sure.
It's Thessalonian.
So close. Looks around and is like, this has been here for a while. This is ancient Elven in style. And Charles notes that this particular kind of craftsmanship hasn't been seen since the Age of Legends. It hasn't been seen since he was walking around on Galarian in the first place.
My gods. Well, I don't actually worship the gods. Oh my.
Wouldn't it
This
be, oh,
is,
your gods?
Oh, your gods.
I haven't seen craftsmanship like this since I was a boy.
And now that we've all entered the big room proper, I will not half flavor text at you. I'll give you all of the flavor text. The walls and domed ceiling of this large circular chamber are elegantly carved in spiraling designs. To the north, a double door stands in the side of a squared-off column protruding from the wall, while to the south, an open archway leads to a stairwell leading up that's been blocked by rubble. In the center of the room stand 6 statues of elves, all facing outward and arrayed around a dry fountain. Empty benches sit in 4 alcoves to the east and west, nestled between 6 stone archways built into the wall. Each of these archways bears a different type of decor, but with the exception of the northeastern archway, which is partially collapsed and opens into a ruined chamber beyond, they are filled with plain, featureless walls of polished stone.
Nice.
As approaches that room up there, make a quick perception check if you would.
I was following. Do I make one?
You can.
15. I like hers better.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going with the group.
of course. So sitting on the what is word, the tables. Jesus. Yeah. I don't know what that was. There's a bunch of miscellaneous papers that some of them have been thrown around, some of them have been used for less than savory purposes because the Charaka have been down here for a while, but they're all very important documents for the Order of the Nail. As you go flipping around, you do find one very important society check.
Society?
Oh,
14.
Annie gets it. It's very clearly, in a very literal sense also, the deed to Citadel Altarin.
And I'd roll it up and hand it to Ohm.
Technically speaking, the Order of the Nail could probably contest that.
Huh?
Like, if the Order of the Nail wanted to show up and be like, no, this literally is our castle, they probably could, but since they don't have an interest in Citadel Altarin or even, like, Isger, you probably have no competition other than, like, the Bumble Thrashers.
Okay, what's the name of the wintertime holiday that gives gifts in this culture?
Christmas. I have no idea. I'm sure it exists. I just don't know what it's called.
I'm just gonna just call it Wintersville Festival. So hand it to Ohm. Here you go.
Can I look at it again?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yeah, that's very definitely. The Hell Knights could contest it if they really wanted to. They probably don't. This is literally the deed to a citadel.
Well, when she handed it to him, I figure his skill check is because she pointed it out to him.
Take a look at this one right here.
Again. Like, that's what you were looking for, right?
Yes.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, there are a lot of holidays in Cathona.
I'm gonna continue to look around.
Okay.
So
Checks are relevant.
Man, this makes me go back. This is sad almost. Makes me realize that I am as much of a relic as a bygone age.
Okay, so apparently my cat is channeling Dimitri right now
My
because
life.
she has clawed me twice and is now licking my blood.
Clearly, it's time to feed your bloodthirsty monster.
You know, I immediately thought of Fire Emblem Three Houses, but that still fits the description.
I don't think she realized she was hurting me because she stretched, clawed me. I started bleeding, and she's like, "Oh, blood."
So I guess really quickly, Ronos will step into the room and make it as well. Religion checks all round.
Religion.
Roll for me, please.
Ronos crits. Hooray for the GM PC! He's come to do all the work, and everyone gets behind him, but QTAC knows it as well. Okay, so...
Yay!
I know it marginally, but bollocks. Just, what's that? What's religion? Okay, so...
Lamashtu!
Lamashtu! Ronos, what?
What is this god you speak of?
So, actually, also, if we could get some Arcana checks. Or checks to identify magic, rather. I believe that can be done with a lot.
I have religion, arcana,
I can do
occult,
that.
and nature.
Yeah, Charles
How
gets it.
about magical item?
Also, that is fine, too. Charles has it, though. Very clearly, the 6 archways that the statues in the center of the fountain are facing are Ayudara. And Ohm is also quite sure of that. They are
25.
ancient, even, like, before elves left and came back ancient. All you need to do is touch all of the portals should have a keystone that you could touch, and you would know where that would take you. However, they all seem to be missing. With the religion checks that were thrown around, QTalk is aware that there are 6 gates in total. All of them are decorated with iconography sacred to various gods of the elven pantheon. The northeast one, which is destroyed, but very clearly has iconography sacred to Alceda. Trying to find the... There is one with iconography to Yulral, as well as Findalara, Cetaphis, Calistria, and Desna, all along these gates.
Okay. So I believe we found the elf gate that was mentioned.
Yes.
Ooh, don't we have a key?
What?
Something with that symbol on it. Didn't it look like I thought it was Lamashtu?
Not quite Lamashtu, no. Also, does he often talk about the mother of monsters, and are we worried?
Only on Tuesdays.
He talks about a lot of weird things. I don't think he's quite right in the head.
Well, fair enough.
That being said, I'm not saying he's stupid. He's quite smart, but not so much in the social common sense thing.
I'm just saying we found that thing in the Citadel. The object that had the key, which looked like the elf gate lady.
And as you guys withdraw that, you see it is glowing, and it's glowing at the hinges of the door into this room are also glowing with it. Clearly, that was how that room was opened.
Fascinating.
That's how that room was what?
How some sort of passing through a barrier thing. You were carrying the right item, so we didn't need to make it too crazy.
Oh, we were able to go in there because we were carrying the keystone. Okay, cool.
Correct.
Nice.
Just praise Jim Morrison.
Yea, though we have broken on through to the other side, we shall rock.
So shall we put it in its proper place or keep it with us?
Do we want to examine this area first?
We could.
We
So
probably
I'd head
should.
that direction.
Do we want to rest here for 10 minutes? Get some heals?
Yes.
We already threw around plenty of heals, dude.
It's also
Where?
probably
I don't-
been about
I
10
didn't
minutes.
see any.
He said he assumed we took plenty enough time to get to full health. Everybody should be at full health.
Yeah. Sorry if
With
that wasn't
what?
clear. Whatever heal spells are cast or battle medics, this is the end of the book, basically. There will be no further combat. I assume you get where you're
Yeah.
going.
Oh,
We all have we have plenty of people with nature medicine that can't fail.
And normal
Okay.
medicine.
And normal medicine. So,
And trunk medicine that can heal both men and women.
Hooray!
So
Okay.
yeah, perception
Sorry,
check
I
for the staircase.
misunderstood.
Okay. The staircase clearly is collapsed and leads up. It becomes obvious you guys have probably traveled underground a little farther than maybe you thought you had. Above you is... This would take you to where the ruined stairs were inside Citadel Altar and where the rest of those Charaka were.
Oh, well, I'd call over to Ohm. Hey, Ohm, we're home.
Makes sense.
Been sitting in your basement this whole time.
yes.
So we, how about someone goes and gets one of those grappling hooks?
I'll have the climber.
Yeah. So to be clear, there's a lot of debris and broken stuff. It would, just like it would have on the other side, it would take a long time to clear all of the rubble out of the way.
Well, maybe we
Okay.
should have just told the goblins to start clearing that out whenever we left, and by that
No,
time they'd be
I thought we had
they'd be
mentioned.
digging it out.
I thought we had mentioned to them that we'd kind of like to get down there at some point.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Then they're probably still digging. There's a lot of
Yeah.
time it takes.
Yeah, I figure.
But
But they finished right at this point. And that was
Just right now, just Bumble Rushers, assemble!
because it's been like 3 weeks. Something.
and they do have other bumble brashery things to be doing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Also, some of the rocks are probably bigger than they are.
Yeah.
Too bad
Yeah.
the wargs aren't bigger than they are.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think we're pretty much safe here, except for anything that might come through the portals. Do we just want to set up camp here and we can try to dig from this end too?
You certainly could.
I like
I-
that idea.
I can. I can. It's not like you can't just throw some spells at it every now and then.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna turn into a bear and start moving what I can.
Okay. It will take a long time, but you certainly start.
That's cool. I just do some work.
Yes, let the women work.
I'm assisting. Many hands make light work.
I turn around and start heading towards the goblin.
I am lying down against the fountain.
you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Yeah, bear claw.
Allow me. The bunny jumps off Bear's shoulder and walks to Great Big Hero. Walks up and bites Great Big Hero.
I bite you back.
Ever get a mouthful of fuzz
You
from
do,
clothing?
you
It's
do
like
not
that.
say such things to Malushka. You are polite to women.
Oh, absolutely.
Do
Did I
not
say
say it's merely women work.
No, I said let
Baba-
women work. No. Oh, you misunderstood. No.
Do you know what Baba does to people who say it's just women's work?
No.
That's not what he said.
No, he looks very embarrassed. He has no idea what he just said.
As this is going on, Ronas moves to the Ayudara that has the sigildry of Kedifis on it, and he puts his hand on it, and then nothing happens, and it would appear I cannot return. Home is beyond this.
Oh,
Well, in having switched back, because I only had a minute worth of bear form.
One really big rock, and there it is.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I can do 3 wild shapes, and then I've got to recover wild shapes before I can do that.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can do that 3 minutes at a time. It's like I'm not level 7 yet. I can't be in bear for an hour. Looking over to Ronas. Well, you're welcome to stay with us, because, I mean, we're, combat companions now.
He nods. Unholy would need to get home. They are waiting for us on the other side. We have killed many Cinderclaws today. We have not killed all the Cinderclaws.
I don't...
Should that key open the way back to their area?
There certainly should be a key. The key appears to be missing.
Can we go loot the bodies again?
And as you go loot the bodies, I'll put the loot in chat, but the head cleric is carrying a very small bow and arrow, the holy symbol of the god Kedifis.
Do I know who Kedifis is? Let's find out.
Do I know who Kedifis is? Let's go to Google. I know what he does, but I don't know a whole lot about him.
Do I know, is he good or evil?
Yeah, Qtalk and Ronas were able to figure it out. Kedifis is the tight-lipped elven god of the hunt who instructs his followers to care for the forest and defend it from his archenemy, Tree Razor. I like him already. He is chaotic good. He does a hunting, basically.
Okay, so looting everything I can from all the bodies, I'd bring them back and start comparing any of the items to the gateway key.
The only thing that seems to match is the symbol of Kedifis.
Plop it down into the spot and see if it works.
And as you do so, you touch the arrowhead to the portal, and the stone within the arch shimmers and it wavers for like a hot second, but then it flashes with this really bright, fiery radiance, and then it goes back to solid stone. And if we could get some checks to identify magic.
Which checks do you want? Because I have multiples.
All of them, whatever you got. And I've seen more than enough. It's very clear the Ayudara is malfunctioning. You have the key. The key should take you there, and Ronas can confirm that would take you to the Mwangi Expanse. But as of right now, it seems to not be working. You guys, with your checks in your brains, probably can figure out how to fix it. But certainly, it'll take time.
All right, well, it seems to be broken, and we're probably going to have to fix it. But don't worry, I do have a crafting background, as does a couple of others here, and I believe our little friend... Don't you, Bollocks, have some sort of magical knowledge of crafting?
Performance.
That's like crafting.
Okay.
It's like I make money performing.
Well, is also a very proficient crafter, so amongst multiples, we will probably be able to use something with it.
As am I.
Yes.
And as y'all... You didn't quite stop the machinations of an evil necromancer. You did stop the Cinderclaw threat. You have inherited the most busted of castles you've ever seen in your life. Clearly, the whole place is going to need a lot of work to get back up to tip-top shape. You've also ingratiated yourselves both with the people of Breach Hill, with my cat, and also with the Bumblebrasher goblins. And that is the end of Book 1. One down, this many to go. It's a little early, so if anyone has any last-minute RP stuff they want to do, that is the end of. Since I'm not GMing the next one, that's the end of the content that I've seen.
I wanted to mention that I will be taking this breastplate as my trophy, so if you want to put that +1 breastplate as part of my loot split in there, so you don't have to. So that'll adjust the however you divide it.
Roger that.
Maybe a little downtime RP, trying to make sure that we get this opening opened up to get back up top.
What very little that I've seen about Book 2 is all of that happens in Book 2. And it's all very codified, and we're basically playing Kingmaker.
Yes.
Oh, so Age of Ashes is the Kingmaker of 2E?
Except they're doing Kingmaker in 2. It's awkward. We have a castle.
Yeah.
It's the second Kingmaker of 2E.
Kingmaker the second.
Yes. But this is good. We have a home. We
Yeah, we have an home.
have friends.
No. We have a battlement. I have the forest.
Yes.
We had a cave down here. I like it down here.
Look, well, the caves are rather nice, but I won't intrude on yours. Though, that
We
being
are
said,
welcome.
with that hole so close to our place here, we may have to go deal with the creature we did not fight on the way in.
But she can be friend.
No. See, whispering to Bollix, Kuktuk is probably going to try to make a perception for this, but it's evil, and if the Saren Rite decides to, study what it is, we'll be fighting it one way or the other.
Ronos is too
If I
busy.
promise to keep her in check, will you let her be guard in the back door?
I don't know if it's a he or she.
It's a she.
Ronus, what?
Ronos is busy. He doesn't. He would also, as a champion, he would waha. But Ronos and Kuktuk both don't hear.
Did you see how motherly she was? She has so many arms to hug her children.
Sooner or later, we're going to have to kill it. I'm sorry, it's just going to have to happen.
I disagree.
Kuktuk is actually less passionate about destroying evil.
You don't have a
than
choice.
Saren Ray is.
She could redeem
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah, she can.
Well, if you could redeem it, yeah. I did not think
Yeah.
you could redeem those types of creatures.
They're sapient.
Uh,
At the very least, we can get it to start eating animals that are raised to be food, like cows.
all right.
Because-
We can try to see if we can teach it
I mean,
farming, or not farming, cattle raising. If
I mean-
it's
Animal
food,
husbandry.
it does eat
That's
the
it.
spiders that are there too. Like it said that there was spiders that grow in the other room that it usually eats.
Basically seems to eat
True.
whatever it can get its hands on.
Yeah.
If it can beg for its life, it shouldn't be eaten.
And it did, pretty much.
Well, fine, but we are going to have to tell them that we're going to either redeem it or fight it. Because here's the thing. I don't mind it being there, but I also don't like lying. It's actually kind of purely against what I'm for. So, here or there, a little lie, fine. But honesty betwixt the party is important.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I have no reason to lie to you either.
The only reason I'd be telling polite lies is to spare people's feelings.
She's talking in character. So, that being
yeah.
said,
In character, I'm not hearing this.
Kuktuk Ronas,
Yes.
in the sake of honesty between new friends, that and Baba doesn't particularly care for lies either. But that obfuscation is different. That's different. But the creature that's guarding the cave up top, we're either going to have to try to make it a less unsavory sort, because it is quite evil.
I suppose that falls to the Serenite then. Certainly, if I need to squish a bug, I can squish a bug.
So, what is your decision, Kyuktak? Do we try to teach
Ending-
it better ways, or do we go in it?
Ending the life of a thinking creature when we can avoid it, when we can show it the error of its ways, would be terrible. Let us see if we can teach it how to behave properly in a society of thinking beings.
Well, I don't know about your relationship with your deity, but I still say you should probably pray on it.
Anything else from anybody?
Home is going to resort through the papers and dream of where he can set up a lab upstairs.
Well, there are probably plenty of places.
She is going to pray for guidance.
Okay.
Charles would like to actually get the group together for a moment.
Yes, Charles?
I have no good way of saying this, but pains me to bring this to y'all's attention, but I need to leave for some time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fine, Charles. We are still friends, and when you are able to return to us, please do.
I appreciate you giving me the gift of words.
Oh, you already have them, friend. You just needed to figure out how to use them.
You have been a steadfast companion, and I will miss you.
Where are you
Call on
going?
me if there is anything you need.
I'm having to return back to my home country. It's a bit of a silly reason, really, but it's important to me. One of my little siblings is completing his final work on his thesis at his arcane academy, and I wanted to be there to support him and, congratulate him when he finally graduates and becomes a full wizard, similar to how I did many years ago. Hell, millennia ago at this point. It's a big deal for Thessalonian culture and for my family.
Of course.
Family is far from a little thing.
Bolix goes up and gives you a big hug and says, I will write your name on my body, so I will always remember you.
I appreciate it, friends. I intend to be back, but the journey to between here and Thassalon is a bit long unless I want to go through the mountains and deal with all the dangers that are in there. Spoiler alert, I do not.
Well, in that case, seeing as you're going to have to leave us, how about we all share a drink?
I swear to God, if you get
Yes.
another one of those piggy or martinis, I'm going to throw a fit.
It's whiskey tonight.
No. This is celebrate. Dimitri, bring out the vodka, please.
As if have to ask, and
There is
And
only
the bunny
vodka.
turns-
I must teach you.
the bunny turns around. The pack that's the bag of holding is on his back. It looks kind of like he's doing something near his mouth. And he when he turns around, he has a bottle of vodka bigger than he is.
Oh. Yeah, my family is
He's-
going to be enthralled.
Malushka,
Ellen.
he looks at Annie. Malushka is private stock. Don't even think.
I won't.
Yeah,
That being said, she reaches her hand down into the backpack and pulls out shot glasses.
well,
I pull out a jar of pickles.
It is a special occasion. If I had time, I'd fry up some bread.
well,
Pour the juice of the pickle into my glass and hold it out to top me off.
Pickle juice and vodka? Okay.
I'll have some of that too.
I also pull out some earthworms from my pocket and sprinkle them in.
The earthworms
Wrong
part,
spirit.
not so much.
I like pickles too, so.
Yeah.
I will ask Dimitri if he has any potatoes.
The bunny looks up at you from the ground. Blink, blink. Maybe.
They are a bit of a luxury where I am from, and there are many delicious ways to prepare them.
Yes, there
Is it
are.
potato vodka?
The best is to drink them.
Indicating the vodka.
Quite a lot of most vodkas are made from wheat. Potato vodka is quite delicious, though.
But
Like
Charles,
because it is handmade.
as we said when we started this,
Mm-hmm.
you come as you please, you go as you please.
Mm-hmm.
We are at a place where any of us can choose to leave our fellowship.
I'd want to make the first toast in memory of Jadzia.
Yes.
Yes.
To our absent friend.
Down the shot.
Roadhouse will as well.
Pouring it on the ground for Jadzia. And the spirits.
Barky food offerings are slightly different. I'd already dealt with grave goods in the style of my people earlier for her, and I will just take a shot in her memory and offer up some of my cultural delicacies.
Yeah. So I'm assuming tonight we party, and tomorrow probably me, and anyone else who wants to go will travel back the overland route to get back to the Citadel or the Stronghold.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Say so.
Dried fish, dried meat, salt meat, jerked meat, hardtack.
The meats,
Feel-
all the meats,
We have the meats.
the Arby's. Dun, 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 dun.
That's about
No, RTs, it's roll 20.
it. That's about it.
But yes, the Bubba Gump of dried meats.
Indeed. Well, if no one has anything else, also everyone levels to 5th, except for me. I was already at 5th.
Yay.
Thank y'all for watching. We will be back at it next week to start. Ross will be GMing. I will be Druidic championing into Cult of Cinders. And I'm super excited for it. Thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. We got a monthly chat to get to. Say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.